Hello friends, welcome back. In my last video I have shown you how we can do a project setup on SonarCloud, and in this video I am going to do this to invoke the setup from SonarCloud through Jenkins, and I am going to do the code analysis, static code analysis, and going to trigger it via Jenkins. That is, I am going to do the setup in my continuous integration pipeline. Okay, let me go to my Jenkins. Here it is, and okay, so we need to do some setup. Okay, so if you remember, we have done the Jenkins Sonar Cloud installation, not a installation, but just we downloaded the file and we extracted. So here it is in my C drive, SonarQube, and in bin folder, and my setup is in Windows 86/64. Here it is. Okay, so what I need to do is basically I need to do couple of settings. Okay, what are those settings? I'll show you. Okay, so first we need to install SonarCube scanner plugin. Okay, so we need to go to Jenkins, go to manage Jenkins, go to plugins, manage plugins, and you can go to available, but since I already have installed, I'll show you where it is. I have already installed it, and you can find it here, SonarCube scanner for Jenkins. Okay, so if you are doing it first time, just go in available. You should find this plugin over there, SonarCube scanner for Jenkins. Just click on install and restart your Jenkins. Okay, so you can get it with SonarCube scanner plugin installation for Jenkins. Okay, so that's the first thing we should do. Then again go to Jenkins. What's the second setting we have? Configure SonarCube instance under configure system. Okay, so again we need to go to manage Jenkins, configure system, give me a second, it is loading. And in configure system, what we need to do is we need to add server URL and authentication token. Okay, so once you have, so if you do not have scanner SonarCube scanner plugin installed, you will not see that option. Once you install the SonarCube scanner plugin, you should find some option called as SonarCube servers. Okay, so we need to give these details like name. My name is SonarCube, and my server URL is sonarcloud.io. Now if you are doing it in your organizations, you need to enter the URL of Sonar from your organization and the server authentication from the same URL. Okay, but since I am doing it on SonarCloud, I have entered the server URL of SonarCloud and the server's authentication token, which is generated, this one. This is my token. Okay, access key. Okay, so that's the one which I need to update over here. Just the three things which I need to enter over here: name, server URL, and server authentication token. Okay, I have already done that. Okay, so if you are doing it first time, you will not see these options. What you need to do is you just need to click on add SonarCube, and then you will see these options. Okay, now I have already updated all these details. Let me go to Jenkins again. So the second setting is done. The last setting is we need to add Sonar runner home in global tool configurations. Okay, so if I go to manage Jenkins again, and if I go to global tools configurations, so for all the tools configurations, so in the recent latest version of Jenkins, they have separated this configure system and global tools configurations. Earlier this was common, but now they have segregated. So for any tools related configuration, you need to go to this option, global tools configuration. Now here as well you will find option as SonarCube scanner. Okay, so SonarCube installations. Okay, you already have this SonarCube installed, right? So just give some name, could be any, and your Sonar runner home. Okay, that should be same as your environment variable which you updated. Okay, so if you remember in my last video I have shown you how we can update this sonar runner home. Just go to your environment variable, and if you scroll down you should find this. So this is what we updated in last time. Okay, so sonar runner home spelling should be exact same, and the installation directory of your SonarQube, right? The same thing which I have entered over here. That's the third and last setting which we need to do. Okay, so now I'm done with all the settings of my Jenkins for my SonarQube. Now let me go to my job, Jenkins job, and let me configure it for SonarQube, Sonar scanner. Let me configure. Okay, so now in configuration what we need to do is we need to add a pre-build step for Sonar scanner. Okay, so let us see. So this is my project, sorry, job. Okay, in my job what I'm doing is I'm getting the GitHub source code from GitHub. Okay, and in my pre-build step, okay, so pre-steps, in my pre-build step, so when we will be doing this code scanning before we do actual test execution, right? So if I am doing my test execution in actual build, then I should do this code scan in my pre-steps. Okay, so I'll be adding the pre-build step, right? So the name itself is makes clear to you. Pre-build step, the steps which will execute before you build your actual whatever you entered in your build, right? So here I am going to test. So let me add a pre-build step, and you will find this option as execute SonarQube scanner. You will see this option once you install the plugin. If you do not have installed plugin, you will not see this option. Okay, so execute SonarQube scanner, and here you need to enter few details like task to run. So here we have help. Okay, so in help you can find everything. So this is optional. Task to run is optional. JDK it will inherit from the job itself, so we need not to worry. Path to project properties, see, two things, it is optional. So you can give the property here. Okay, so here itself you can give the property under this analysis property, or you can give the path to project properties. You can write the properties somewhere and then give the path of that file. Okay, so better I'll update my property in analysis properties itself. Okay, so what and all properties I need. Okay, so what and all properties I need, let me go to my notepad. Okay, so I need these properties. Okay, the first, so what I need is sonar. Okay, so let me delete this initial few things. Okay, so the very first property is sonar dot project key. So from where we got this, we got these things. Please refer my last video to know like from where I got these details. I got these details from my SonarCloud page once I pulled the project from GitHub repository. Okay, so my project key is Prakash Narkade underscore demo project 1. Okay, the next property is sonar dot organization. Again I got it from my SonarCloud page. Okay, next is host URL. My host URL is sonarcloud.io, and my sonar login is my access key. Okay, so along with these four properties, we need to have couple of properties, which is my sonar dot sources, and my sonar dot sources will be my SRC. I'll let you know from where I got this. And the last one I need is sonar dot java. I need some java binaries for this, and my java binaries are present in target folder. Okay, so these 5-6 things I need to add in my Jenkins. My project key, organization, host, login, sources, and my java binaries. Okay, so this sources is nothing but which folder you want to scan. I want to scan my complete source folder. Okay, so if you look at your Maven project, so all the code resides under the source folder. Okay, so So that's what I need to scan. Okay, and where are your Java binaries? My Java binaries are present in my Maven's target folder. Okay, so that's it. I'll just copy this. I'll just copy this and I will add all these details in analysis properties. Okay, so sorry. Fine, and rest other things are optional. If you want to add any other pre-built steps, you can do that. If you want to scan any other project, or if you want to execute any Windows batch command, you can do that. Okay, so that's it. Now what will happen is, first my code scanning will be done, then my actual test execution will be done, and then my email and all those things will be sent. Okay, so I'll just click on apply and click on save. Okay, and now I'll do build. Okay, let me build my project. Let me go to console and let's see what is happening there. Okay, you can see now here it is loading the settings, then it is downloading some plugins. Now it has started your scanner. It is loading active rules. Okay, so I'll be talking about this rules in my next video. What is this profiles, what is this rules and all. So just remember, now it is doing quality profile for Java Sonar way. Okay, so this is one of the profile. I'll be showing you this. Okay, so now you can see the analysis is completed. Okay, you can see the analysis is successful and you can browse SonarCloud dashboard this. Okay, so now if you remember, in my SonarCloud.io, in my project nothing was there. Okay, I had only a plain project. Okay, nothing was there. Now here you can see this analysis. Okay, you can see 0 bug, 2 vulnerabilities, 9 code smells sorry, 0% coverage and 0% duplications. Okay, so SonarCube Sonar Scanner has done a code analysis for me, static code analysis for me. Okay, now the static code analysis is done already and my test execution is in progress. Okay, now you must be wondering like why we need this code analysis now before I just run my test execution. See, if your code is very bad at all, that let us say you got many severity bug, vulnerabilities and many things if you got. Okay, so in Sonar we have option to set like, okay, if we can set the percentage. By default there is some percentage. Okay, if your number of bugs, or like the percentage, not number of, but the percentage of coverage or number of percentage of bugs or percentage of this is less than certain threshold, then only it will proceed with next steps, which is my test execution in this case. But rather, if there are, if that percentage is exceeding that threshold, then my job will stop there itself, failing the particular step, right? And it will ask you to first work on this and then you can execute next. Okay, so that's the thing. Now let me finish this job and then I'll talk about this SonarCloud. Now my test execution is running. You can see it is starting Chrome driver and it will execute the 3 test cases which we have there. Let me open my mail so that let me check if I get an email. Okay, I have 300 for build 9. We should have build number 10. This is our build number 10. So I am yet waiting for build number 10 email. So my test execution is finished now. Total run is 3, failure is 0, and it is sending an email to me now, and the status is success. Okay, finished and success. So if I refresh, you should see the email for build number 10. Okay, so here you can find again the same details which we saw yesterday. Okay, so now let me go to my SonarCloud. Okay, and let me open this project. Okay, so first what I'll do is I will open this project, and here you can find 0 bugs. There are no severity bugs, but there are 2 vulnerabilities. Okay, what are they? Click inside and you can find the things over here. What it is saying, make this public static driver fields to final. So if I click on this, you will find the code itself. Okay, so here you can find. So here what I have defined is I have defined public static web driver. So what suggestion I'm getting? I'm getting suggestion as make this as a final. Okay, field as final. So that's the valid suggestion. Okay, so here you can find a few options like what kind of issue is this. It is vulnerability. It is not a bug, it is vulnerability. Okay, and what is the priority? So it is minor. By default it is minor. Okay, it is in open status. Okay, so once you have done the changes, you can just go here and click on resolved as fix, or whatever status resolved as won't fix, because see, always making the fix won't work for you, right? Because sometime that's you want that code that in that way itself. Okay, sometime, right? It will not always work for you in Sonar way. Okay, so just we need to work as per your need. All right, but mostly we should follow the all the coding standards and all, like whatever suggestions they have, we just need to look it into it, and if we can incorporate them, go for it. Okay, so I'll just confirmed in the sense, what is this? This is just a status stating that okay, this is the vulnerability and I'm going to fix it. Okay, they have the option for comment as well. You can add a comment. Okay, and to whom it is assigned? It is not assigned, so it is assigned to me by default. Okay, but in your organizations you can see complete list of the people who all are linked with, associated with this particular project. Okay, currently myself only is here, so I'm seeing only my name over here. So what this confirmed on my name is, means it is confirmed that it is vulnerability and I'm going to fix it. Okay, and based on that you can change the status later on, right? Resolved as fixed. Okay, so you cannot do like whatever you do here, it is not going to work for anything for you. You need to go in your code and fix it there. This is just the things for your tracking purpose. And again some issue over here, right? So likewise. Okay, let me go to my project again in overview. Okay, so you can see if you go in issue, you will find all the issue in details over here, right? So I have these many number of issues. Okay, so let us see this thing. One code smell. Okay, I have one code smell. Okay, what is that? It is a duplication. Okay, what this duplication is for? This duplication is for URL. Okay, you can see I have used this URL automationtalks.com 3 times. First here, second here, and third here. That's what it is saying. Make it as a constant, define it as a constant instead of duplicate, right? So what it is saying is just define it as a constant and then use it, right? So instead of using it thrice, just define it once and then use it, right? So we need to work on these kind of suggestions. Okay, that's the code smell. Again, I have something, instead of system.out.println, use logger, right? So all those are the valid suggestions. Okay, so this is how this Sonar scanner helps you for improving your code and to avoiding your might be feature bugs. Okay, so that's how it perform the scanning. Okay, so if I trigger my build again, let me trigger my build again. Let us say you have done all those fixes on your GitHub. Okay, let us say you have done all your fixes on GitHub, and what you do is you just go in Jenkins and trigger your build. Okay, and your SonarCube scanning will start again. Your SonarCube scanning will start again, and here you will find the latest report. Okay, so my last report is 14 January 8:15 p.m. Okay, if you see in some time after this build is finished, you will see the latest report over there. Okay, so the scanning is successful. Now if I go here and let me just refresh. Okay, so you can see the latest 8:24. So the latest code scanning is done. Okay, and if you have done any changes, you will show all the changes reflected over here. Since I didn't do any change now, you are seeing the same things over here, right? So that's how this SonarCube Sonar Scanner helps you to improve your code, to do your static code analysis. Okay, so we have done all this setup and we were able to trigger Sonar Scanner, which is internally calling your repository from GitHub to scan, and it is scanning your GitHub repository before it executes. Okay, so that's how we can integrate this Sonar Scanner in your Jenkins CICD pipeline. Okay, so in my next video I will talk about this quality gate. Let me Okay, so here you can see something quality gates, quality profiles, rules. Okay, so I'll be talking, I'll make one short videos on this to understand all these things. Okay, and after that what I'll be doing is I'll be doing I'll be executing these test cases on Selenium grid. I'll be executing these test cases in the same sequence. Okay, so I am extending the flow slowly. Okay, so initially I was executing test cases only on Jenkins. Now we are doing code scanning before I execute on Jenkins. Now I'll first do code scanning, then I'll execute test cases on Selenium grid, then I'll execute my test cases in the same flow on cloud. Okay, then I'll execute those test cases in my Docker machine. Okay, and finally I'll show you how you can integrate, as a last step, how you can integrate with Jira to report the failed test case. Okay, so that's it for this video. Stay tuned. Thank you.